'Cause I've heard some of the people are saying there's some of them are the size of an SUV.
Yeah.
So they're not tiny, tiny like drones that people, fly around their yards and shit, or to spy on girls' titties and shit, like at the beach or something.
I'm Del from the band Pullback.
I'm Jake the Snake. I was drummer for Detroit punk rocker Tommy Trash 5 years.
And he's a Polak.
I'm Brown.
These are not U.S. military drones. Again, this is being investigated by local law enforcement. What our initial assessment here is that these are not U.S. military drones. Again, this is being investigated by local law enforcement. What our initial assessment here is that these are not drones or activities coming from a foreign entity or adversary.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell
I've heard some different stories, but I heard they're coming like from the outside the coast. They're coming from the ocean.
Yeah, I heard of them coming up. I seen one video where one was coming up
out of the water.
Yeah,
out of the water too. Yeah.
And I've seen a bunch of different shit, like fucking just crazy fucking shit you can't explain. But I think the main focus is on the airplane looking ones, the flashing lights.
drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
That's right.
It's crazy.
I've heard some of the people are saying there's some of them are the size of an SUV.
Yeah.
So they're not tiny, tiny like drones that people, fly around their yards and shit, or to spy on girls' titties and shit, like at the beach or something.
It's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
From the Coast Guard, who said that one of their 47-foot motor lifeboats was followed by between 12 and 30 of these drones as they...
Fucking Coast Guard getting followed by 30 fucking drones.
And they don't do anything. I mean, they ought to shoot one of them fuckers down and see what they are at least,
Yeah, well, someone brought up the argument, because they're like, well, why don't you shoot them down? It's like, oh, well, they're going to fall on houses. And then they talks about this, and they're like, well, shoot the ones that are down there over the ocean. You might hit a fish.
You can eat them for dinner.
Through the water.
These are 6-foot drones that are somehow evading our detection. They are not being detected.
They're saying no threat, but how the hell do they know? They don't know anything. They don't know what it is. They don't know where it come from. They don't know nothing.
They know that they can't track them. They know that they don't emit a signal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I heard they can't follow them.
They have no heat signature or nothing.
Yeah. I mean, this is getting really crazy. I think the government knows a lot more than what they're saying. I really do. Because everybody's dumb. Like they have some Biden about, oh, he's aware of it. Well, yeah, no shit. Everybody is. I didn't hear about this shit until you.
I don't know if he is aware of it though. They probably told him, and he's like laying on the beach.
Yeah. They probably landed in front of him. He didn't even know it.
He said it's corn pop.
Yeah.
The invasion of corn pop.
Yeah. Corn pop and his crew.
Yeah.
They can't see them when they turn their lights out. They also indicated that they don't know where they come from. They don't know where.
You know how they get Biden to stop it? There's children.
Yeah. Let me go sniff them.
Yeah.
I'll sniff the little alien kids too. I don't give a shit.
Everyone knows I like kids more than I like aliens.
They go to.
One family claims they followed a drone in their car, and while it hovered above them, the clock in their car changed times.
Some of the FBI agents that have been assigned to look into this have...
It went from 901 to 902. Whoa, did you see that?
The clock moved. Or the hand on the clock moved.
They're fucking with our electronics. Must be some kind of gravitational pull.
Gotta be aliens.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
reported drones flying over their homes.
It's right here over at Picatinny. There was a drone just hanging out.
Now, some people are talking about shooting them. I guess it's against federal law if you shoot at them. They'll lock your ass up in jail.
Oh, it's in New Jersey.
My drone up in the air.
Oh, I was telling that this girl I fucked behind Walmart in New Jersey.
Quality girl.
I was telling her about my trash bags because that's always like my intro when I meet girls. You know, I want to sell colored trash bags.
You were killing me and put me in one.
No, but she said in New Jersey, it's illegal to put out any kind of trash bag if it's not black.
Really?
I don't know really, but like that's what she told me.
Your trash bags are fucked.
Yeah,
That
can't sell them in New Jersey.
I had full battery life. Not 3 minutes into the flight, I lost control of the drone. Warning on my screen, you know, lost control, and my drone started going down dead.
These are fully charged batteries. It's 2 batteries that have died within seconds, and the drone went up and, like a couple feet off the table, and then came right back down.
Okay, you see it? You see how it goes? See how it goes? And then it becomes a spacecraft or aircraft, or whatever you want to call it.
What the fuck is that, bro?
That's the crazy one.
Yeah.
Did it just get smaller?
Oh.
Bro, what?
Above the ocean, and it was low, very low, but so bright and so clear, and it was huge. Like when you...
I'm concerned. I issued a letter to...
Yeah, like that's, and I've seen some that one guy earlier today I was watching some shit, and the one he was watching was in the shape of a triangle, and then there's some that almost look like a small plane, you know, with the wings and shit. And then there's other ones that are like just round orbs, like balls.
Yeah, those are the freaky ones.
Well, yeah, well, that one, the guy showed he had a good bead on it, man, and it was actually swirling inside and changing colors and shit, man. I mean, what the fuck does that?
Yeah.
I mean, a regular drone don't do that shit, man.
I wonder if there's just some wizard in the mountains holding a staff, you know, like speaking all be on. The witch is stirring the cauldron behind him. It's Kamala.
Yeah, cackling Kamala.
They're pissed they lost the election. Now they're doing sorcery.
I'll fix that fucking Trump.
Yeah. No, but the Biden and Kamala, that would be good. Kamala would make the good witch with the cackle, and then Biden, you know, old guy standing there with the, you can see the life leaving his body as he's
drool dripping out of his mouth and shit.
He's saying the spells.
Yeah, he's right in the middle of a spell. Yeah, and my kid liked coffee when he was 9. You know, he came up with some weird shit in the middle of the sentence.
For more information, and I think there should be a lot more transparency about them.
Can you make that make more sense? Because I think people in New York and New Jersey see drones the size of an SUV over their house every night and think that that doesn't make any sense.
I understand why people would be looking at this and being concerned about it. We're concerned about it too, which is why we have the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI.
That guy looks like fucking. I
I
can't think of the word.
Well, I can't think of it. I can't think of the same word that you're thinking of.
I'm not thinking about it. That's the thing. Like an asshole.
My goodness, looking at this.
Like
I don't know. He's got that kind of like a smirk.
Yeah.
Kind of condescending. You know?
Yeah.
We're taking it seriously.
New Jersey drone UFOs are now starting to spray civilians with this unknown mist going all over New Jersey.
Now, see, China's spraying Filipinos with that shit with their ships. So I'm wondering if this has something to do with China.
It's possible, man. You never know. And there's so much technology that these governments have that they're not going to tell us about either, man.
Yeah, and then they ask these fucking military guys about it. It's like they just fly a jet. They don't know what the deepest, darkest, military technology is, you know?
They're just peons like everybody else.
Yeah.
It's all the upper salon, you know, all them people waiting on fuck up there.
Well, it could be like Boeing and all of that, you know, because they make the stuff like, you know, like they charge billions and billions of dollars for an airplane for the government. And, you know, it probably only cost a couple $100,000 to make the thing. And then they take a bunch of that money and put it in these, what do they call it? The black budget programs.
Okay.
Where, like, they don't even tell the government about it.
No.
But they're using all this money to create all this fucked up shit. If you watch the Sean Ryan show, he interviewed the guys that testified in front of Congress about the alien stuff and all this stuff. Man, I don't know if what they're saying is true, but like one guy, he was a Marine, and they had to go to Indonesia for some kind of natural disaster, and all these natural disasters, like the one that happened in Hawaii recently, you know, a bunch of kids go missing, and fucking
wow.
So this Marine, this is like decades ago, he was in Indonesia because of this fucking natural disaster, and then we sent our military to go help out. And him and I think it was 2 other Marines, they kind of like got lost or something. They stumbled on, like, they're in these hills, and there was a valley, and they seen like this saucer UFO land, or it was already there or something. There was a bunch of guys in all black military uniforms with fucking guns, and they were loading this fucking saucer up with shit.
Holy
so
shit.
The whole idea is that, you know, they use this for like human trafficking and shit.
Yeah.
So Biden has kids to sniff or whatever. You know? I don't know. But then that could all be, you know, just lies that they're paid to go out and tell. You know, like, here's the deal. You're going to be a whistleblower and give them what they want to hear, but it's all wrong information and mislead the public. So I don't know.
This has been caught on camera. These strange objects have also been caught shooting things. Shooting.
He sounds faggoty, man. I'm sorry. Shooting things? Oh, that's awful.
My heavens!
It just sounds faggoty. I'm sorry, man. I don't know who the guy is.
It's like, what is this, Star Wars?
I mean,
what is this, Star Wars?
Luke Skywalker's jerking off and shooting it out the back end of the ship.
This is crazy!
Oh, this guy's funny, man. Can't wait to hear more.
We need to know what's going on. Luckily, we've also been getting more and more footage daily, and we're finally starting to get clear-cut shots of what these crafts may be. Now let's start with the strange mist, because it's one of the more eerie things in the situation. Yesterday we posted this clip of a person going out yelling that they're spraying stuff on the civilians. Some people in the comments said that these are actually just contrails or chemtrails, depending on what you believe. However, the citizens in New Jersey, they're actually capturing these things. They're saying they're not like normal contrails from a plane that jets out. They're saying that these things can turn them on and off as they choose. They fly much lower to the ground than regular planes, and they just turn this misting thing on that kind of sprays a mist across the floor.
Look at this motherfucker. Look at him spraying. Look at that. Look at that.
Crazy, man.
He is spraying the sky again.
It kind of looks like a UFO movie where, like, you'd see someone get abducted, like a cow or something.
Yeah. The dumb motherfucker stays outside. He's spraying you. I'd fucking run my ass in the house, man. You know what the fuck they're spraying?
This is fucking crazy,
dude.
Man.
When this shit, like, what the fuck? When this shit, like, broke the news, like, the other day I was in Amazon parking lot, and then I wake up to this fucking loud rumble and the cars shaking and stuff, and there's this big weird ass helicopter. I was like, holy shit, that must be one of these fucking weird things.
Oh yeah.
But then I remembered that Amazon, they take drones and carry packages and shit.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
Someone's getting abducted.
Look at this guy.
fucking crazy, man. Wow.
They're spraying the skies.
Oh, that's a star. Oh, no. I don't know what that is. What the fuck?
And they should do some testing, man, you know?
Like, test what?
The soil, see if they can find out what's going on, man. The government ain't doing shit. They're not doing shit, man. They keep saying they're doing stuff, but they're not doing anything. Can't give you no answers, don't know what they are.
Look, he just sprayed that. This guy. This guy just sprayed that.
Wow.
Now again, we saw this video yesterday, but a new clip has come out with more of these UFO, UAP drones doing
They're
even...
calling them UAPs. You know what that UAP is? Unidentified anomalous phenomena. They won't say UFO, and now they're calling them UFP.
Yeah, that's been like the past 10 years or
Or
something.
UAPs, yeah.
More of this spraying. Check this out.
Like spraying something. That is really strange.
Now that's kind of scary, man, because the Biden administration let all these fucking weirdos from all over the world in our country, man. And it's, I mean, you know, I mean, they're
now they're doing both kinds of aliens.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, they let all these fucking terrorists and shit in our country, man. They could be part of this. You don't know.
Oh, yeah, dude. Another thing with that Sean Ryan, that CIA girl that was on there explaining all the terrorist groups and stuff. Russia's helping fund get materials in for them.
Damn.
So they could have been building this project out in here with materials and stuff in the country for the past 4 years.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I wish the government would fucking say something or tell the fucking truth, because people are scared to death, man. You know, especially spraying shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they gotta find out what the fuck they're spraying at least, man. Glad I live here.
It does smell.
Daddy just shit his pants.
She's right at dick level. Maybe he's got dick rot or something. Yeah. He's got his kid out there and that shit stinks, and
Now
they're
that's
just standing out
absolutely
there.
wild to me, and especially dangerous because
your kid to
one,
go
we
in your
don't know what's
house.
going on, and two, they just had this report about, what was it, 300 vials of viruses missing from Australia, and we
Holy
don't know where these
shit.
drones are coming from, and now they're spraying a mist on civilians. That's insane. And it only gets stranger, with some videos out there capturing these alleged objects shooting at God knows what. So they have the capability to shoot out these strange laser beams. Again, are we in a Star Wars?
Whoa.
Alright, I missed that. Whoa, man.
We are in a Star Wars.
Yeah. Wow, that's fucking crazy, man. First thing I heard of this.
Like, what is happening? Is the Empire striking back?
Fuck you and your Star
Sorry, we
Wars.
need a little humor because it is actually kind of scary. On the bright side, we are getting more and more evidence, more and more clear footage that hopefully will give us some answers to these mysteries, because the government doesn't want to give them to us. So we've actually captured this beautiful, beautiful sighting where you can see one of these drone, the UFO, UAP, whatever, in like a boomerang shape, kind of coming towards us. Check this out. And that's not the only one. Luckily, as this situation continues to unfold, more and more people are going outside with their cameras, their phones, their telescopes, and they're trying to capture what these are. Now, we got
What
this
the
next
fuck
clear
is that?
footage, December 12th of
Wow.
2024, where the person actually records the object coming
Juggling,
towards them. They say it
alien
looks
juggling up
almost
there.
boomerang shaped. And then at first, it looked like a plane. So they understand how it's actually confusing people until it went over them. And
I got a boomerang in there too, a real one.
Mhm.
Maybe I can confuse some people. Put some lights on my boomerang and throw it in the air. And they're going to say, they got them in Michigan.
they're still recording, and they realize that there is no body, just the lights. So like it's almost plane shaped without the plane. What? Check this out, guys.
Well, they got those stealth jets, you know, those stealth fighters and shit. They're shaped like a wedge, you know.
Yeah.
And that don't have a plane body on it, you know. You get so flustered.
My panties are in a bunch.
Yeah.
Move faster. Man, that thing, if I was behind that kid, that thing looks like it might get ready to shoot at you.
I know.
You know?
I'd be running my fucking ass.
You know when you like watching a movie or something, you see someone like falling like face first, and
Yeah.
you get the feeling?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting right now.
Oh,
watching
man.
this shit. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah, because like when you're talking about that virus, man, I mean, all it takes is to fucking spray an unknown virus here. It'd be worse than COVID, man. And they won't know what it is. You know, then they'll have to find out what it is. If it is a virus or something that's harmful, they're going to have to find out what it is and then try to, man, they better do something quick.
Also, though, I feel like this could be just a whole thing by our government to shut us down, lock us up again, do lockdowns, be like, oh no. They could just fucking have these things spraying fucking water or something or anything.
Yeah.
And now it gets people afraid enough to give up rights.
Yeah. Oh yeah, our rights are being diminished.
But like
constantly.
the only way people are going to give them up, like 4 years ago, everyone has to stay inside their houses and lock down. That I think this could be a whole ruse just to get people to go along with that.
And that's possible, yeah.
You know, just implement martial law and be like, it's for your own safety because of the aliens. You
Yeah,
know,
and they're not gonna tell us all the super technology they have, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, they got things we would never imagine exist, you know.
No way that you making. No way.
That's not a plane.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
That sounds like a plane.
That's all with the jet.
Oh, there's another one. Oh my god. Oh my god. It was collided.
It truly seems that these events are only getting stranger and stranger,
These guys
and
getting on my
more
fucking
people are
nerves, man.
reporting on
Stranger
these
and
daily.
stranger.
With the government saying that it's not actually happening, which is crazy, and lawmakers, officials, and police officers flipping out because
Ooh, that's
they
kind of
themselves are
dangerous.
captured.
Fucking shining one of those things at it. Let's see what happens.
yeah.
Yeah. Fucking burst into flames or some shit, you know? What if that's how we defeat the aliens and using these fucking things?
it. I feel like we're really coming to a head. Something has to give. And they're going to have to give us this information eventually because people are going to start losing it. And if the government isn't going to start shooting these things out of the sky, I can promise you Americans will start doing it very, very soon.
What if they know they can't be shot out of the sky, but they can't tell us that? You know, they're like, well, what do we tell them? We know that these things are undefeatable, but we can't tell the public that.
Yeah, just like I said, there's even been like top-notch people that are saying like that, you know, they're doing shit that aren't known to our technology that the average person or people, you know, don't know about. Fucking totally crazy, man. I'm glad it ain't happening here.
Is bananas. How are you going to tell me we have no information? We don't know where they come from. We don't know what they are. We don't think they're a foreign adversary, but they're also not ours. So they're not from any country. Yet these things are spraying stuff in our airspace. Come on, America.
That those drones were looking for radioactive material because there had been some material that came up missing here in the United States, and they felt like it was high probability that the nuclear or the radioactive material would be taken along the Interstate 70 corridor heading east or west or south. So from what we understand,
that's weird when they start talking about radioactive shit and fucking warheads and stuff, man.
Hey, Trump said they got Russia has nukes that could wipe out the whole East Coast.
Wow. And that, you know, that's some serious shit.
Yeah.
You know, but good thing he gets along with Putin, okay, you know, but still, you never know.
They were out there trying to find this radioactive material. Now, drones, they have no reason to be in the air at night, unless you're doing some type of ISR work, intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, you know, looking for bad guys, or looking for a victim, a search and rescue victim, or law enforcement, or some type of military project, right? There's no reason for a drone to be flying at night, really, okay? Because they don't see shit. So, you know, unless you have thermal optics, drones really don't.
Well, I'm sure they do have thermal optics. And then I'm waiting for them to explain why they're spraying people.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
that's what I don't understand, man.
See stuff. You need to do mapping during the day. If you're going to...
These people aren't making that up. I mean, you can see it right on the screen, you know? The thing is, they're just making it so obvious, you know? It's not like they're trying to hide or anything.
That's what makes me suspicious of it, because it's like they're trying to scare us.
Yeah.
Right? So it seems like
people aren't scared to death.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who wouldn't be? But that's the thing is, like, it's so obvious that it's like it's intentional for us to get scared.
Right.
So that's why I think it's our government.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, why would Iran give a fuck?
No, they...
You know? Or China. Like, they operate differently, you know? Maybe, like, Iran just blows people up. But, like, fucking... Like, but, like, China, you know, they're more, like, on the low. You know? They play the long game and, like, just make it... Like, they own all the shipping docks on the West Coast. They own a bunch of land around all the military bases.
Yeah, they do. They bought up farms and shit around military bases.
Well, they do all this stuff quietly over time, you know?
I was shocked to find out how much of the United States that China actually owns.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. They own a lot of land
and they own a lot of Africa now too.
Oh really? I didn't. Oh yeah, the diamond mines and stuff.
Well, they've been building up the country, so like they make loans to countries that they know they won't pay back, and then they can't pay them back, so then it's China's.
Yeah.
And I heard that like some countries in Africa, the airports are the writings in Chinese and stuff. The Chinese are building up cities there and stuff.
Oh, that's insane.
I mean, how they not know what's going on?
Stop cursing. Well, number one, I'm going to call it total.
that no one knows what these are, but they can't identify what nightly drones are and where they're coming from. I think that is absolutely disgusting to lie to the American people like this.
I met with a law enforcement person, a number of them, who have had live sightings. One of them suggested that 50 came from the ocean over the mainland, into the mainland. Is there a ship out there? Who knows? Go and find out. DOD has been AWOL.
I'm going to tell you the real deal. Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones, is everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and imagine this. You're sitting at home scrolling through social media, and bam, a Republican congressman from New Jersey is on TV claiming Iran has launched a mothership off the east coast of the United States.
Know that Iran made a deal with China.
I don't think it's Iran.
I don't think so either.
To purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward.
Yes, folks, you heard that right. An Iranian mothership, complete with SUV-sized drones, supposedly hovering over New Jersey, launching nightly operations, and yet somehow remaining undetectable to everyone except Jeff Van Drew and his high-level sources.
The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down.
This isn't satire. It's real life in the MAGA universe. And it gets better. The Pentagon, in what must be one of its most straightforward briefings ever, promptly shut down this claim.
At this time, we have no evidence that these activities are coming from a foreign entity or the work of an adversary.
Representative Jeff Van Drew, who is a Republican from New Jersey, was just on the air saying that Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones, and that mothership is off the coast of the east coast of the United States. Is there any truth to that?
There is not any truth to that. There is no Iranian ship off the coast of the United States, and there's no so-called mothership launching drones towards the United States.
But does that stop MAGA? Of course not. The facts don't matter when a conspiracy is just too juicy to pass up. After all, why let a boring old truth ruin a perfectly good sci-fi thriller? Here's the thing about MAGA. They thrive on chaos. They don't just create stories like this because they're...
Biden-Harris fan.
Yeah. But I still don't think it's Iran.
I don't think so either. They're not that big of a country to, to be able to do all this, I don't think. I mean, I know, didn't we send them shit tons of money?
Oh, yeah, Biden sent them like fucking $8 billion, and that's how they funded Hamas and shit.
Yeah, I know, they gave it to Hamas.
Yeah.
I knew that. Yeah, I knew that already.
And then
what a dumb fuck, man.
China did partner with Al-Qaeda. As soon as we pulled out of there, China moved right on in. So they are together, so it is possible that it's either Afghanistan or Iran, but I think it's us for some reason. I just think... God damn.
Bust the shit out of you.
I just think it's too... they're being too obvious.
Joining me now, Michael B., an experienced drone pilot and CEO of Terror Talk. Michael, big welcome to you.
This is MSNBC, so they say a bunch of crazy shit.
Oh, they do.
They're already going out of business.
Oh, yeah. Well, they got to try to do something now because their viewers have dropped like thousands and thousands, man.
Well, they already put it for sale, I think.
Yeah, they're up for sale, yeah. They only have like 300
and thankfully you sent
prime time. They only have like 300 and something thousand viewers. They used to be like 2 million, 2 point something million.
And how many of those people are just doing reaction videos? How stupid they are.
Video from one of your spotters in Hillsborough, New Jersey, and we're going to pull this up here and show our viewers. There's a big red dot there. You see it, kind of dead center of the screen. What do you think that is? What do you think?
What if it's all MSNBC? They're like, we need views.
Yeah.
We're going to take all of our money and put all these drones in the sky so we have something that people will watch us.
People are seeing in the skies, and why only at night?
At this point, I think that someone knows what they are. So what we're doing is we're going to go up and watch you. You're watching us, or you're doing whatever. So we're up there watching. We're following were trying to get in the air. What they could be, I have no idea.
Okay. We have more video that you sent us of you.
Well, this guy's fucking useless. Why did we bring you on?
You didn't say shit, you dumb fuck.
What are these things? I don't fucking know. Bye.
You're sitting there scratching your head.
Trying to launch a drone, and it was right near an airport. So tell us what happened there and why it's so noteworthy.
Okay, so we got reports last night that there was a lot of drone activity in the East Hanover area, which backs up to Morristown Airport and all that vicinity. So we head out there. We set up in a parking lot about a quarter mile away from the airport, and I'm trying to get flight clearance to take the drone up and see what this other drone is, and I cannot. Restricted. I tried to bypass it. At one point, it even asked for my phone number, and I said, "No, I think we're good at this point."
The drone did?
Okay, now.
Yeah, he went to fly his drone and it wouldn't take off. It said restricted, and then it tried to get him to put in his phone number.
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Aliens want to call him. They text you, "Hey, bro, sorry, we're can't come up right now."
Come here, Piggy. Piggy, come on.
They ask for directions. Dude, we're lost as shit.
Our GPS broke, man.
Yeah.
Our Wi-Fi broke down.
When you say looking for flight clearance, how does that work? I mean, are you literally talking with a control tower, or what are you doing?
So there's an app that you use to connect to the drone. When it's time, when you want to fly, you press a button, and what it does is it looks for flight clearance or restrictions. And what happened was there was a restriction in that area, and I couldn't get up, but there were drones in the air that weren't following the restriction. Now, we verify everything above us with flight radar, so we can tell if it.
They keep calling them drones, and some of them don't look like drones to me. I mean, there's different kind of drones I know, but those spheres and those balls, they're calling those drones, and I don't know about this shit. Piggy, what are you getting into? Damn it! Quit biting that, you little shit.
Plane, or if it's not, none of the things that we go after are on flight radar.
Okay, so what we're looking at, this device notwithstanding, this control for your drone, if drones are getting into areas without clearance by the FAA, is it possible they figured out some kind of a technology to keep their drones from being jammed and or losing power?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know if you're aware, last week or so, 2 weeks when this started, I tried to take my drone over Picatinny Arsenal to follow a drone that was just hovering over there, and the battery died and it went down. But the other drone remained sitting in the air unaffected.
Why? What do you think?
Yep. Secrets that the government don't want us to know, and they're playing stupid. Either that or aliens.
Oh, come on. Not the latter. Okay, you're smiling. All right.
Public outcry and a new push for legislation after a rise in mysterious drone activity over the East Coast.
New push for legislation. That doesn't sound. See, it scare people, and all we need to pass more laws.
Yeah.
A federal investigation is underway, though the Department of Homeland Security says there's no evidence of a current threat to public safety. Naomi Rockham has more.
It's hovering. It's sitting right there.
Mysterious drone sightings over multiple states, including New Jersey, have led to widespread confusion and growing calls for answers.
Americans are finding it hard to believe. We can't figure out where these are coming from.
The Department of Homeland Security and the FBI are investigating the drone sightings. The agencies say so far there's no evidence of a current threat to public safety or foreign.
How the fuck do they don't know what they are, they don't know where they came from, and yet they're no threat.
Yeah, right.
What the fuck?
You can't know nothing about something and then say it's not a threat because you don't know.
Yeah. That's like saying there's a fucking big funnel cloud out there, but I don't know which way it's going, but it might go this way, it might go this way, but it's not a threat.
Yeah. Walking down the alleyway, you see a stranger at night walking. I don't know who he is, don't know where he's going, don't know what kind of person he is. He's not a threat, though.
Yeah, don't make any sense, man.
Influence. The FBI has already received thousands of tips on the sightings, though it says fewer than 100 of those have produced any credible leads.
There are thousands of drones flown every day in the United States.
Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas says his agency is sending more resources and personnel to New Jersey to help local authorities there address the sightings. New York's governor says her state will also receive federal support. But Mayorkas and other experts point out that more tools are needed to be able to deal with the growing threats that unmanned aircraft can pose.
Only parts of the Department of Justice, Department of Homeland Security, and Department of Defense are allowed to detect and mitigate drones.
If it is Iran, think of how stoked all those guys must be who just lost the suicide bomber job.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh, we don't need to man the planes anymore.
We're unemployed.
Yeah. We can just have drones do it.
Oh, damn it, I can't go to heaven and get 72 virgins now.
They're sitting at home getting bitched at by their wife. And, you need to go to the unemployment office and blah, blah, blah. How are we going to eat now? You loved me yesterday. Yeah, because I thought you were going to die next week.
Drones are going to have the upper hand because our authorities are woefully inadequate.
Now, some members of Congress are pushing for legislation to also give state and local governments the technology and...
Have you heard what Trump's got to say about this at all?
Mm-mm.
Me either. We got to look that up later.
Yeah.
authority to track drones.
Well, over the weekend, police arrested
now they're going to pass legislation to where they can track anything in the sky that's like stuff we use.
Yeah.
Like that could be civilian stuff too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. That they're taking away more of your freedom.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if this is all just a big scandal
could
to
be
do that.
Take away more rights.
Yeah.
But I know I watch these First Amendment auditors a lot, and you'd be surprised the people that don't know even the First Amendment or what it is and what rights people have. And now they're going to dwindle, they're going to start, knocking them down more.
Yeah, let's see what Trump has to say about drones.
Thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey?
One flew over his golf course.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's part, because, Iran, have you seen that video Iran released of it wasn't a flying drone, it was a rolling one, but it was rolling around showing all the footage of Trump's golf course.
I didn't see that.
Then they did an overhead one.
Wow.
Over Trump's golf course in Mar-a-Lago and all that.
Wow.
Looking down on it, and it was kind of like a threat towards Trump.
Yeah.
People have a big disc.
The governor
flying around New Jersey ports. It seems like the American people have a big disc.
The government knows what is happening. Look,
he's honest.
Our military knows where they took off from.
Well, it was just like COVID. Remember, he's like, it's the China virus.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you're racist.
Yeah.
You're racist. He's like, we need to stop people coming in from China. They're like, oh, he's racist. He hates Asians. And then the virus came here. He couldn't do nothing because, they shut him down. Like, that's a racist policy. And then, that he said it came from the lab in Wuhan. And, like, they're all like, oh, that's lies. That's disinformation. It kicked off social media for saying that. And then 4 years later, everyone's like, oh, yeah, it came from the Wuhan lab in China.
If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense.
I agree.
I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out, even if they were late.
See, it's probably our government.
Blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should, because the people are really, they happen to be over Bedminster.
You should know
They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
Have you received an intelligence briefing on the drones?
I don't want to comment on that.
Have you been?
Do you have any reason to think they're a threat?
Two quick questions. First.
Yeah, dude. After seeing that too, I think it's our government or something to do with here.
You
I
know,
don't know.
like I said, you know, at least he hit it on the head, you know. And like you said, they know what they are. They know where they're coming from. You know, they know where they're going. And I think he's, you know, somebody's just trying to bullshit the people.
Yeah, I wonder if Elon said anything
Oh,
about
yeah.
it. Fucking Andrew Tate tweeted at him today. He's like, hey, Elon, if you could give us a comment on this, that would be great. No, he hasn't said nothing about it. Man, I wonder how long until we know, if we ever know. They still haven't released the Epstein list or anything. I mean, the Kennedy thing hasn't been released yet.
I know. God, I was like 12 years old when Kennedy got shot.
Really?
Yeah. Or maybe.
So what year is that? Like 1685?
Fuck you. Oh man, I feel that old. Them bones creak and shit. I could turn my shoulder and it pops, and my fucking knee makes weird noises. I bet you my knee makes more noises than fucking drones.
You're gonna get your new ID. It's gonna say Jacosaur.
Yeah. Plus, I'm getting more weird shit put in my body again. Yeah. Damn, I got titanium neck. It looks like a link for a washing machine. Then I got the top of my left foot's titanium with an artificial joint in one of my toes, which really made my toe an extra half-inch longer. and then I got a titanium knee, and now I'm going to get this thing attached to my spine inside. They're going to cut me and make 2 4-inch incisions. The battery's going to go in one place, and the other thing's going to attach to my spine. It's supposed to stop pain signals going to the brain.
You should ask them. You got your symbols in there, right?
Yeah.
You should ask them to make a wind-up thing so you can march around with the symbols. Yeah. Oh, man. We live in the craziest times, man.
There's not a dull moment lately, man. Between these wokies and these trans weirdos and
World War III, alien invasions, fucking you becoming battery operated.
People cutting their tits and dicks and balls off, and fucking God, man, this world's a mess, dude. Terrorists everywhere. Fucking all kind of weird people letting in our country and robbing and raping and killing and shit.
Self-driving cars and robots.
Yeah. Man, what a world. Progress.